Here we have this same problem where we were looking at the grades with the if statements. We broke them up to if and else if statements from the nested if statements in one of the other videos. So now we're going to expand on this and kind of use the logical operators, which I hope you understand and looked at that video by now. And we're going to see how we can use those to check multiple conditions, and one of those things being whether something is within a certain range of values. So this program works. It tells us the exact grades, whether A, B, or C. Right? We can expand it and do D and F if we wanted to. But we're going to make it a little more refined here in that we're going to tell you whether you got an A, A minus, B plus, B or B minus type thing. So we need to check if you're between certain values. So let's say if grade is greater than, we'll say 95 starts getting you an A. Alright, so we really don't need to check anything else. As long as you're greater than 95, you have an A. So let's add another else if here. So now we want to check if they got an A minus. We want to see if grade is greater than or equal to 90 and grade is less than, and not equal to, but less than 95. Right, so if the grade is something that's greater than or equal to 90, and it's less than 95, we'll continue with our curly brackets. Alright, and put the out statement in, which would tell them that your grade is A minus. Alright, so we're checking conditions here, right? Is that grade greater than 90 and is it less than 95? Then you get an A minus. Right? We can do that same thing with the B. Right? You're going to have a B plus, let's say, when you have, let's say, equal to 88 or 87, I think is typical value there, and grade is less than 90. It can't be equal to 90 because that falls into our A minus category. So if that's the case, and I'm going to copy and paste here, well, I just edit this for right now. That means we have a B plus. Alright, and just to do the other two cases for the B ranges, I will paste this in here 2 more times. So a solid B would probably be between, obviously it has to be up to 87, so less than an 87, and as long as you're greater than, oh, let's just go with 84 for a value. Right, then we can say your grade is a B, a solid B there. And we also then check, as long as you're greater than or equal to 80, excuse me, and that your grade is less than 84. So an 80, 81, 82, and 83 will get you a B minus. So those are checking actual ranges, and we can do this with anything, values between 1 and 100 and so forth of that nature. And that's what the AND allows us to give us. We will not see the statement unless grade is greater than or equal to 80 and it's less than 84. Right? Because a grade of 90 is greater than 80. But it is not less than 84, so this portion is false. This portion is true, but this AND makes it all false, because the AND needs both of those to be true. Alright, so let's just run this. And we should enter any kind of grade. Let's see, let's get a 93. Right? Gets us our A minus, which we expect. We run it again, and I'm going to enter a grade that's, let's see, well, the 93 was greater than 80, right? But didn't get down here because it met the first condition. But let's say if I get down to that B minus within 82, right? And we get the B minus there. Alright, let's try to show the OR in working here. Let's see if we were to change this. Let's see, how can we do this? What's the best way to do that? Let's work with the B ranges in here. So we're saying here this has to be greater than 87 and less than 90. Alright, let's eliminate actually. This would be an easy way to do it. Eliminate, make that an if, comment this out for right now. So if grade is greater than 90, right now the condition says and less than 95. So a 96 would not fall in here, and it actually will fall down into our else statement. Alright, so I'll show you that right now. And there we go. So if I said I enter a 95 or a 96, right, it's going to tell me I have a grade of C, because that's basically where we fall. The condition that eventually will become true. Right? All these are false, all these and statements, but the grade I entered is greater than 70, so it gave me a C, even though it's a 95. Alright, just to show you how the OR will work. So it did not pay attention to this, or this worked out to be false the first time. Now we're saying if grade is greater than 90 or grade is less than 95, give us an A minus. See the crazy results we're going to get now. Alright, so we'll enter that 96 again, which gave us a C before. Now it's giving us the A minus. Alright, because the 96 is greater than the 90. Okay, doesn't care that if it's less than 95, because this is an OR. One of these two sides has to be true for the OR to actually go into the if statement. Okay. So let's now try it. They did a 96, so we know it ignored this. Let's run it again with a value less than 95, but less than 90. Alright, so an 88 should give us, in terms of grade, the B plus, you would think. But based on that logic, it's given us an A minus, because is grade greater than or equal to 90? No. But grade is less than 95, so this portion's true, making the OR true, because the OR only needs one of the two conditions to be true for this whole complete condition to be true. Right? So again, for this whole thing that I have highlighted to be true, only one of these two, this or this, needs to be true, right, for the overall condition to be true. The AND down here needs both of these smaller conditions to be true for this overall condition to be true. Alright, so you got to be careful which one you're using, back and forth. Alright, and the NOT operator, let's make this back to what it was, the else, and this was an AND. Alright, and we'll put this back in. So let's say in grade, let's say it's not, alright, so we got a grade greater than equal to 95 gives us the A. I'm going to put the NOT operator in, and I'm going to put that outside these parentheses. Alright, so what the NOT operator is actually going to do, it's going to allow this to evaluate itself. If this is true, then the NOT operator steps in and makes it false. If this is false, the NOT operator steps in and makes it true. Okay, so if we enter a grade that's 95 or better, we should, right, that's technically an A, right? So we put in a 96, we expect to see an A, but we don't. We see the C. Alright, because is 96 greater than or equal to 95? Yes. So it's true, but the NOT operator made it false, so it skipped this. It doesn't meet this condition, doesn't meet that condition, so it went all the way down to the C. Alright, so now let's try it with a grade that is not in that range. Oops, sorry about that. Alright, so let's go with a 93. Right? Really, it should give us the A minus, but you see it gives us the A, because now is 93 greater than or equal to 95? No, so this portion is false, but the NOT makes it true, so it outputs this statement. Alright, so it kind of flips the actual condition around.